Now they're suggesting I'm doing it right. The more I seek you, more I find myself, so here's my life. Yeah, I needed the truth, so I had to put on a bill. I had to look at the you know I'm looking at me and I'm dying to self. This is the
Reflection versus projection. Let's talk about it. What is reflection? Well, for starters, it's typically identified as light reflecting or bouncing off a surface, showing the imagery of that surface. Now, catch this. The reflection isn't always the exact image that's being shown. Sometimes it's a little distorted, sometimes it ripples. Think about water, for example. It shows the reflection of what could be true, but it's not the case by case identity of that thing. Merely a reflection, representation, even. Now, projection, that's identified as something being projected outward from inward. Sometimes you hear projection when you think of thoughts, ideas unconsciously and consciously being projected onto someone. Maybe that person really didn't mean this way, but we take our innermost thoughts, what we deal with, what we battle with, and we project it onto that thing. Now, the important part about this is if you ever had the luxury of walking by the waterside, you'll see the reflection of things all beautiful. Have you ever noticed that the sun reflects within the water and the reflection is the same? Still blinding, still bright as ever, and it doesn't ripple. That's God's grace. That's His mercy. It's forever lasting and it never changes. However, us as beings, as humans, even in our most deepest thoughts, even in our best versions of ourselves, we're merely a reflection of that light. We'll still ripple, even be distorted, because we're human. Exodus 33:20 talks about how God reveals that you can't see His face, because if you were faced with Him, you will wither away in all of His glory. That's exactly how the sun is, as beautiful as it is, as warm and radiant as it is. We can merely look upon it for only a couple of seconds before we have to turn away. And even in the midst of that, we still can embrace its warmth. We still get kissed with the sun to where it leaves evidence of its beauty, freckles. Take into consideration today that sometimes seeing people for face value isn't the best result. We often are putting our best representation on, presenting, projecting, and we're not being a reflection of who we truly are. I find it so amazing and encouraging that we can sing out, "Show me your face, Lord." And it holds the belief that we want to see your glory, we want to see your essence, we want to see the actions that tie into who you truly are. So as you go out into the world and you're putting your best foot forward, being the best representation you could be, show others your face, who you truly are, not the projections, not the representation of such, but the actions that come with who you truly are, and be a reflection of that light and show others the glory.